Okay, as for the danger of my lawyer, like, this is how dangerous she is. This is what happened. When Buffy countersued me for libel, she was like, okay, she sent me a contract to sign to answer to libel, to respond to that libel case. Okay, she literally sent me a contract paying her 200,000 pesos. 200,000 pesos. God, I am so lost. Like, I'm lost of words. I have nothing to say about the level of greed and how evil this young woman is. I've literally spoken to her and I said, attorney, it's not too late now. You can still come clean. It's not too late now. I'd like for you to come clean. And she's playing all innocent and dumb, like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm talking about the fact that I know now, attorney, that you and Judge are in cahoot. You and Judge are in it not for justice but for money alone. And you are here to hurt me and to sabotage my case and to also help Buffy not lose the case because you've already taken that money from him also. Wow. 200,000 just to answer to the libel case, which I said, why would the libel case make sense? It is so baseless. He's saying, Buffy is saying that I libeled him because of my response after, like, just a really simple question I have. If you, any of you watching this, if somebody stole 5.2 million of your hard-earned money, knowing you need that money because you have 4 children that are in schools, what would you do? Are you gonna say, hey, Buffy, honey, hello, darling, hello, sweetheart, could you please, with cherry on top, return my money? And somehow, that same fiscal at that Quezon City where my attorney used to work found probable cause that my libel case is with Judge, I can't say her name. I already went back to the Philippines because I had to post bail because there was a warrant for my arrest. You know why there's a warrant for my arrest? Because my attorney that I hired, who charged me 90% of what Attorney Moana charged me, my lawyer, Attorney Moana, who I paid 1.3 million to sue Buffy, is charging me 200,000 to answer the libel. Yet this lawyer who I hired to do that charged me 20,000 pesos. Isn't that 90% of the 200,000 that my attorney Moana charged me to answer to the libel case? Okay, so I paid attorney, I can't remember what I called her name, but so this attorney charged me 20,000. You know why? This is what she said. Oh, this is baseless. Oh, this is gonna get dismissed. This is just like, you know, a distraction. He's just making noise so that you will, you know, settle with him and say, okay, if you drop that case, I'll drop my case. Like, wait, what? You're suing me for libel? Buffy, any lawyers out there in the right mind, how does that make sense that Buffy could try to make some distraction or, you know, make some noise out there so that I could say, okay, you're suing me for libel and I'm suing you for syndicated stuff for the 5.2 million, but yeah, let's just drop the case and, you know, you can keep my money. Like, again, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know these people are scumbags. These people are out there. These people are harmful, and they are dangerous. Dangerous. These people are more dangerous than any man and woman with guns. You know why? The kind of money they're stealing could kill an entire family. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen and I've heard enough people who nagpakamatay na lang dahil sa napakalaking halagang nawala sa kanila. And people got sick because of depression. There was a time in 2023 when I did consider taking my own life. Sobrang na-depress ako. Sobrang napahiya ako sa mga anak ko. Sobrang napahiya ako sa asawa ko. Ganito kagrabe yung naramdaman kong depression. That is the kind of damage that scammers are doing. And yet, you know, I try to go about it the right way. And I get scammed again by my own lawyer and the judge. I don't know what else to tell you, but why is this case still out there? And the fact that the fiscal found probable cause of the libel, and yet my other cases was dismissed. The case that the judge alone, that the judge himself told me to sue Buffy for STAPA 1C, for having me sign an empty paper, so that he could process the Grab license. It was the judge's suggestion, it was his idea to do that, to where I had to pay Attorney Juana $300,000 just to sue Buffy for STAPA 1C. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Honor, I don't know what else to tell you. Why is this okay, or is this okay? Kung kayo kaya kailangan ko yung pera. Gagraduate na yung anak ko sa high school, magka-college na. Yung isang anak ko sa college, gagraduate na rin. So I have my high school daughter who's graduating in high school, of course, and my other daughter is graduating in college to get her bachelor's to become a doctor. Now we're asking her to pause, not to pursue it, and just maybe wait a year to pursue her medical school, because I've lost so much money. Like, kaya sabi namin sa anak ko, kasi this was something that we thought it might be a good idea to maybe join the military. Now she wants to join the Air Force. She graduated valedictorian with the highest GPA in the entire country of United States of America. My daughter is Einstein smart, is what all her friends calls her. She has an IQ that is higher than all the American president, believe it or not. She does. Yet we're asking her to pause her education. I'm literally, it breaks my heart. My heart is broken into pieces. It's literally broken into pieces. Because how could I have allowed this to happen in my family? I've let down my children. I've let down my husband. So, as we speak, my case is still out there. It's still in resolution. Every time I would message my lawyer and ask her, so, any update on the case? Oh my gosh, can I just tell you, this is how she would answer to me as a lawyer. I already told you na po. It's in resolution na po. Nasa resolution na po. Lagi na lang nasa resolution na daw yung case. Like, that is how rude she is. She would say, I already told you na po. Wait, what? I'm asking for an update as your paying client. I'm paying you. And you overcharged me. Let's not forget the fact that you overcharged me. And this is how she answers to me. I already told you na po. Why don't you say, as a lawyer, yes, ma'am, I had mentioned to you last time we spoke that it's in resolution, and I did check again, and I was at the courthouse checking in on your case, and it's still in resolution. Why the whole, I already told you na po? Like what? Like seriously, like you just know she's bad news. If you're gonna, you're a lawyer and that's how you talk to your client? Like, why are you treating me like I am some criminal, that I committed a crime, that, oh, pasalamat nga ako at ipinaglalaban mo yung kaso ko? Like, I'm not committing any crime. I just wanted to go about it the right way. But, she's acting like I need her more than she needs my money. Like seriously, this is ridiculous. This is absurd. How can she think that she will get away with this? She has young children. I literally said, don't do it. Attorney, don't do it. You're too young. Don't do it. I, as a mother of 4, I have young children as well. It's not worth it. The money is not worth it for you to go to hell. You will be thrown in the fire pit of hell. All because of money? Is it worth it? And guess what? Not only that, our actions as a mother, as parents, guess what? It will reflect on our children. Our bad actions could be a curse to our children. Instead of our children getting blessed, they will be cursed. And she should know that. She does Bible study. She should know that. She's always sending me Bible scriptures linked to whatever. Like, wait, what? You are a child of God. You're Christian. You're God-fearing, supposedly. But attorney, you are the reason. You are the reason. Not only you are the reason that people are getting hurt in the Philippines. Attorney Moana and Judge, you are the reason Christianity are leaving their faith. You are the reason. Instead of helping people through your actions on inviting people to the righteousness, to the kingdom of God, you're not doing that. You do Bible study, and this is what you do to me. It's your way of telling me, screw God, screw the Bible. If this is what you become greedy and corrupt. After reading all the scriptures, this is what you become? Being a Christian, being God-fearing supposedly, and you do that? This is your obvious and clear way of saying, don't become Christian. Don't believe in God. Because how? How do you study the Bible and do that? So, like this other thing, right? So, when I went to the Philippines on my 6th trip, I was at the courthouse filing the attempted rape on the guy that Bapi hired to kill me. And you will know that story. I have that on another episode. So we were already at the courthouse with another lawyer, right? So my lawyer was like, ma'am, let's go check your other cases. And then I come to find out it was dismissed. So then I'm calling Attorney Moana. I didn't tell her I was in the Philippines. I was pretending I'm in America. Hey, any update on the case? It's like, no, wala pa po, ma'am. I already told you na, di ba? Nasa resolution na. Ay, wala pa. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, what are you talking about? It's still in resolution. Still? It's been like 8 months. Isn't there like a 90-day period to to allow the fiscal or whatever to review the case. It's been 8 months and it's still in resolution. So anyway, so then I'm talking to my lawyer. I'm like, literally, I don't even know how to describe the feeling when the information lady, when we went to the information desk, we gave him the docket number and all that, or our case number, and she's like, yeah, this case got dismissed. Oh my God. Alam mo yun? Alam mo yun, yung feeling na yun? Hindi ko maintindihan kaagad yung sarili kong emotion and my feelings. I asked my lawyer, I said, what does that mean? You know what she said? I'm sorry, Mel. That's all she said. She tried to be strong. Then tears started rolling down my cheeks. I was still in the courthouse when I couldn't hold back tears. Then I got to the car. I was sobbing. And I asked for an advice from my lawyer that was with me. I said, what should I do? Should I tell her? Should I call her, my lawyer? So I waited about maybe 20-25 minutes before I called her back. I said, hi, attorney. Just so you know, I found out that my case got dismissed. And she was like, wait, what? Huh? What? Like, okay, here's something you need to understand also. How and why this woman, such a young woman with 3 children, so evil. She is influenced by the judge. Like, again, all for money. You guys, this is all for money. Why are we doing this? Why are Filipinos doing this to each other? I said, yeah, the case got dismissed. It's like, oh, how do you know? Well, I found out. She goes, oh, okay, pupunta ako sa courthouse mamaya. Okay, her house, she lives literally walking distance from the courthouse. Okay? Oh my gosh. She's telling me for the last 8 months, my case is still in resolution. And she didn't even know my case already got dismissed. When she could have just gone there once a week or every 2 weeks to find out, to get an update on the case that she's holding, on the case that she sued Buffy, that I paid her 1.3 million. It got dismissed. The Stapa 1C got dismissed. And she didn't know. And again, she lives like 10, maybe 15 minutes walk to the courthouse. I live all the way in America. I go back and forth to handle this case, to show up to the hearings. I've been there 7 times. You have a copy of all my itinerary, my hotel stay.